Hi, my name is Amy Bouton. I'm the Public Information Officer here in St. Tammany Parish Government. We are giving you an update on the COVID-19 situation today, Friday, March 27th. I'm here with Parish President Mike Cooper. Thank you. And on the phone, we're going to have St. Tammany District Attorney Warren Montgomery. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Montgomery.
Thank you, Amy. Great to be here with you.
Okay, so let's start with President Cooper. So I know that you have been driving home the point that we need to continue to stay home. So what is something that you want to bring to our citizens today in keeping step with that same message?
Well, certainly we want to continue to urge our citizens to stay at home. That was an order placed on us by the governor of Louisiana on Sunday, effective on Monday at 5 o'clock. The St. Tammany Parish government followed suit, and we are certainly enforcing our citizens in this stay-at-home mode. Taking an extra step, here at St. Tammany Parish government, we are certainly want to set an example. Effective Monday, our employees will be sheltering in place, staying at home, and those that have the availability will be actually working remotely with their laptops, enabling us to carry on the important matters of parish government.
Okay, so you had mentioned earlier last week that you were asking anyone who could work remotely to do that and allowing employees to do that. So you had a bunch of laptops deployed, and this is going to continue, just stepping it up a little bit. And I think you, do you want to address people who might say, well, what about if I need someone from Public Works or Tammany Utilities? What would you say to those folks?
Right. Well, certainly we're here to serve our citizens even during these trying times. Public Works, Tammany Utilities, and other departments are ready and able to assist you with emergencies or matters that cannot wait until we're back in office,
right,
hopefully after Easter. So Tammany Utilities, Public Works, and other departments are ready to serve.
Okay, so with this new sort of additional measures being put in place, we already know that the Kids Connection is closed, Camp Salmon Nature Park, the St. Tammany Fishing Pier, and North Shore Beach. So the Tammany Trace public bathrooms are closed also, that are parish owned and maintained. What is going to be happening Monday that's different? Right,
we have taken an extra step to close the Tammany Trace. I want to note to our citizens, those who use the Tammany Trace often, that the bridge, the drawbridge at Lacombe, will be in the upright position as it is in the evenings, so that marine traffic can pass through.
Okay.
And so those who use the Trace will not be able to cross the waterway in Lacombe.
So, and it will be closed. Okay.
Yes.
So you have been talking about, I know that you've been in contact with the hospitals, you've been in contact with all of the agencies that we're working with, EMS, the first responders, Homeland Security, the governor's office. What do you want to say about this sort of response that's happening now? Because it's a unified effort, all hands on deck right now.
It is. We're in constant contact with our local hospitals. We're in constant contact with the Louisiana Department of Health to make sure that we have the proper assets, the proper staffing, the proper beds, and we're working each and every day to assure our citizens that we have that available to them. I want to thank our medical professionals, the dedicated doctors, nurses, and all of those who work in our medical facilities to serve our citizens. We very much appreciate them in what they're doing during this public health crisis.
Okay, and also we have we've been hearing great stories about people supporting one another, businesses helping other businesses, and I know that that is an important kind of link to in the community and in this response. So how do you want to talk about that?
It is, and I want to thank our local business people that are those that remaining open to serve essential needs, our local restaurants that are providing takeout, delivery, and curbside pickup, and businesses helping each other during these trying times. They're very much appreciated, and we thank them for for being available to us.
Okay, is there anything else that you want to talk about at all today as part of your update?
Well, again, I can't stress enough, you know, we do not have a vaccination for the COVID ID. We do not have a cure. We must take these next 2 weeks particularly to stay at home and abide by the precautions that are given to us by the CDC, the LDH, and our medical community. Please, please, we can save our own life, we can save the lives of a family member, a neighbor, or someone in our community. The coronavirus is in our community, it's infecting people here. We're getting higher numbers each and every day, but we can slow the curve, flatten the curve, slow the spread, so that we do not have the impact on our hospitals that could happen if we don't do our own part. So I want to thank our citizens for, particularly at this point, to do your part. Stay home and stay safe.
All right, well, thank you very much, President Cooper. We're going to bring District Attorney Montgomery into the conversation now. Welcome to this update, and thank you for being here with us. What can you share with us about the District Attorney's Office, the 22nd Judicial? What did you want to share with our viewers today and our listeners?
Thank you, Amy. At the outset, I want to thank and express my appreciation and compliment President Cooper for his leadership in these difficult times. It's not easy walking into this office with a lot of challenges and now facing one of the greatest challenges we've had in many, many years in our country. So thank you, President Mike Cooper, for your hard work. I also want to encourage all of our listeners to thank the individuals working in our health community. And President Cooper mentioned them and the great job they're doing, and I want to echo that and just encourage everyone, if you see a doctor, a nurse, a medical technician, anybody who serves in our healthcare industry, give them some encouragement and some thanks. They're working very, very hard under extremely difficult circumstances to serve our community, and they're doing a great job. So with that, let me talk about the District Attorney's Office, and I'm happy to do that. First, of course, we work with the courts, and we have a great court system, a great group of people here at the courthouse. The courts are, in a general sense, closed to the public. There are emergency hearings in which they participate and in which my office participates. But as a general rule, the courts are closed. Likewise, the clerk of court is closed as a general rule, although they're open for electronic filings and also for any kind of emergency filings. But in my office is closed to the general public. Now, look, we have about 125 people who work at the DA's office in a general sense on a regular day, and we probably only have certainly less than 10, maybe 5, who are working at the DA's office today, at the office. The rest of the individuals are working remotely. And I would ask you to communicate with us by email or by phone. We do have limited staffing here. All of the essential services are being provided. But we were very fortunate that several years ago, actually when I first came into office, we made a decision to try to go paperless. And that turned out to be very fortuitous for us and for the public, because when this COVID-19 crisis hit, we were able to send a large number of people home with laptops and with email addresses and all the rest of that. And they're doing at least 80%, maybe 90% of their regular work from home. And they're doing a great job. I'm very, very proud to lead that organization and proud of the hard work they do. Now, of course, they can't do, there are no trials scheduled. So our grand jury is not scheduled. We're doing all those things to make sure we're maintaining that social distancing and not unnecessarily exposing ourselves, neither ourselves nor anybody in the criminal justice system to the virus. Now, in that regard, the jail population, I'm happy to report that is a result of a number of steps that we've taken in conjunction with law enforcement and with the judges and with the public defender's office specifically. We've been able to reduce our jail population And at least to date, up until yesterday at 5 p.m., no one in our jail in St. Tammany Parish has tested positive for COVID-19. So we don't have a crisis at the jail whatsoever. No one has tested positive for COVID-19, and we want to keep it that way. And the way we're going to keep it that way is by screening the jail list to identify people who are infirm or otherwise medically high risk for possible early release. We're no longer bringing inmates to the courthouse, transporting them to the courthouse. I understand the sheriff, in many cases, is issuing a summons in lieu of an arrest for nonviolent, non-dangerous, non-habitual offenders. We're screening post-adjudicated parish time offenders for time served release. And of course, as I mentioned, we're using technology to video conference bench hearings, guilty pleas, and other court appearances. And in fact, we took a guilty plea just the other day. So we're continuing to move our dockets and to work hard and to accomplish as much as we can under these circumstances. And I'm just very proud of the work that my staff is doing. If you have any questions, of course, you can go to my website, damontgomery.org, and we have press releases. In fact, we have Mayor President Cooper, we have your press releases on there. And we have connections to all these different sites where you can get a lot of information. And, of course, we're here ready to answer your phone calls or your emails. And if necessary, if it's an emergency, meet with you in person.
Great. Okay, well, all that is excellent information. Did you have any questions, President Cooper?
No, I just want to say that, over the past couple of weeks, our office has been in touch with the DA's office, the judges, the other offices in the Justice Center, as well as other elected officials at every level, particularly here in St. Tammany Parish. We're sharing experiences where we have common goals to serve the public during this crisis, and we want to be able to keep our public informed. But I wanted to let them know that we continually work with our elected officials and other agencies to make sure that we're providing the services to the public that they deserve.
Yes. Anything else? Did you want to add anything else, Mr. Montgomery?
Not at all, Amy. Thank you, and thank President Cooper for hosting me and permitting me to give this information to the public. Thank you for your leadership, and I want to thank all the public servants and elected officials and those who are public servants but not elected officials who are out there working hard on behalf of the people of St. Tammany Parish. God bless you, and you're in my prayers.
Okay.
Thank you, Warren, and you all are in our prayers as well, and I ask our citizens to stay healthy, stay safe. God bless you. You're in our prayers as well.
Thank you, Mike. God bless you.
Thank you both, and that is going to conclude our update. We want to make sure that all of our residents are aware we have continual updates on www.stpgov.org and also on our Access St. Tammany STPG TV station. That is a continual update. You'll get continual information from the CDC, the Louisiana Department of Health, the Governor's Office, and of course St. Tammany Parish Government. And you can find that on channel 710 on Charter or channel 99 on AT&T UVerse. Select Access St. Tammany. So thank you for joining us, and that concludes our update.